blammo. We did it. Nice work. We got him. Chief, we're in the Chaos Cosmos next, right? Yep. Nice work. We did it. But look who this is. Yeah, so Buster Machine 3 did the job of throwing most of the space monsters into the abyss between dimensions. Because this guy shows up, he's like, nice work, you defeated the Baal, excellent. Vildark? Like, yep, you beat Baal, nice work. And he tells us that basically all sentient life in the solar system has joined forces to beat the remaining Baal. And Mel's like, hell yeah, nice work, all of space. And then Rand's like, nope, not yet, we ain't done. And then Vildark's like, yep, this isn't the final victory. As long as the envoys remain, there can be no true peace. So, Shah says, so, Dimensional General Vildark, would you consider, and Zero's like, yeah, would you, like, join with us? Become part of our good crew? And then he just goes, no. And then was like, oh, come on, shithead, come on! It's like, no. Give me your 4 spheres. It's like, no, he's like, Asakim has 4, and with your 4, that's 12. We've got them, nice work. And it's gonna be and we're like, no way. And he's like, well, 3-way race between him, us, and Asakim to get all of them and take down the envoys. So, in that spirit, he declares war on us and then leaves. And says that the next time we meet, it will be the last. It's like, wow, there you go, that dude. It's like, and then Crow says he must be like Asakim and have figured out how to use this 4 spheres that he does have. And it's like, well, apparently everyone thinks that we're the easiest one of the 3 parties to take out. So, you know, looks like more fights in the future. And then Hibiki asks about the shield, and yeah, apparently the Earth has used up about 1/3 of its reserve dimensional energy, so we need to get going real quick to stop the shield from falling. But yeah, there you go, there's try saying 1/3. It's like, oh wow, that sucks. We've got about 10 days left then before the shield goes down. Alright, Chief. And then, so Esther wants to have a reunion with Crow, but before that, we need to have a talk, AG. He's like, well, I mean, you know, AG. Crow! Esther, you're better, but we gotta do some shit. Duh, yeah, I know, I mean... So here's AG's... Ooh, this fucking incredible music. So, yep. And here's Roger. So, AG, some questions. And you're not getting out of this one. And Kay says, so you used a binding spell, and... the last person who did that... And so, Banjo says, no, remove AG's outer shell. Right. No, you can't, stop! And inside AG there's a little girl, that's weird. And she's like, stop, no! And then Shin, what the fuck? You kidding? Inside there was a little girl? And she's like, really? This is... No, and Xena's like, no, that's also a mask. So we fucking double Scooby-Doo him, and it's Ziedel Burnell. It's GA. No, Ziedel Burnell. It's like, wait, you mean the mastermind behind all of the shit in UCW, Ziedel Burnell? And Bright is not amused at this. He's like, the black charisma. Fuck. And it's like, yep, so that's that dude who did the... He's got the deepest connection to the black knowledge, so much that versions across all parallel dimensions were also affected. And then Ziedel Burnell is like, hey, don't get it wrong. The UCW's Ziedel Burnell is just part of me. And this guy's like, the me that's me right here now is all of Ziedel Burnell's. What? You mean Elgin Roddick's in there too? He's like, yep. We all fused together to become one dude. We're all the Ziedel Burnell now. What the? You mean GA's all of the Ziedel Burnells? He's like, yep, that's what AG stands for. All gathered. And also, AG is also his code name backwards. Remember, he was GA. So, but all gathered. He's like, that's right, it's me, GA Burnell, the big one. And he said, I hope you understand now, based on the stakes that have been put up, that yeah, so his various constituents, and like he's got a creepy face and a serious face, and all the different faces are a different one. But he's like, I hope you understand now why we took these drastic measures to do this. And Zero and Amuro figure out first that Burnell's deliberately got together in an attempt to artificially achieve perfection. And he's like, you got it! Classic, who would have thought that the innovators and the new types figured it out? But yeah, the black knowledge included the existence of the envoys, and the various Burnells throughout the universe, the multiverse, acted on that information in various ways, well before any of the sphere reactors showed up. One of which was actually the space-time concussion bomb, which was supposed to be a way of running away from the envoys. But in those days, pan-dimensional travel was harder, and suffice to say, things didn't quite go as planned. Sorry, Kay. The United Network was another experiment, and it was geared towards understanding what kind of motion towards apotheosis could occur from the pooling and refining of group knowledge. And that all went wrong too. But wasn't for lack of trying. The Chimera Squad and the Chaos series, remember the Chaos Capra, the big snake and the lion, they were part of the master plan to take down the envoys. And seen as Chaos Capra, for example, was meant to utilise the inquisitive goat sphere. And Loven's Chaos Leo was a bid to steal Gunleon's sphere, once his pilot got past his fear of women, but he sort of fucked it. And even Schland's Chaos Anguis was an experiment in tapping into the constellation Ophiuchus, which is the big snake that spans all 12 constellations, like he was the big snake in an attempt to control all of them. Basically, the UCW was just a candy store for this guy. He had a big fucking good time. And but let's see no get too mad at him at being used. Burnell reminds the team that it was for the greater good, sort of. And he says Zuth certainly showed him a thing or several about how people can work together, love together, and play together, despite all odds. And his Chaos Lemures could be defeated by even a sliver of the sphere's power, told him everything he needed to know. And a shame it is too, since the Chaos Lemures contained the Heaven-Hell system, the Tengoku system, that he intended to use to seal the envoys away. But don't worry about that. The data from the Lemures are to good use, making a next-gen, more compact mech. And then he's like, wait, and he's like, it's the Geminian. He's like, oh fuck, you mean my Geminian is the smaller form of the final boss of the first game? And he's like, ah yes, that's the mechanical devil, the Diabolos Ex Machina thing. He's like, and then Suzune's like, so the DEM Corporation is? He's like, yep, a complete fucking lie. Nailed it. Made it all up. The idea of a pan-dimensional team of folks trying to do good is real, though, just because the actual detail isn't quite right. His hunt for the spheres bore fruit when the swaying scales showed up, and they gave that to Carlos Action Jr., and then it made it to Trier, and then to Crow. Fucking his beautiful faces. And ultimately, the Burnells realised the other sphere reactors weren't likely to do anything they asked them to do, so they decided to become a reactor themselves, hence the construction of the Geminian after they found out about the quarrelling twins. And when you say you were going to become a sphere reactor, they of course mean Suzune. The Umbriel personality inside Suzune is an Edel Burnell. And it's one that refused to gather the call. Didn't want to join in with the others and stayed half buried within Suzune, and that gave Suzune fragmentary access to the black knowledge and the future despair that goes with it. And maybe she loved freedom too much to toe the party line, but the others still thought it'd be worth awakening her power and doing the thing, so they sent it along with Geminian, a little lump of black knowledge that was responsible for Hibiki's boost ability as a side effect. Wasn't know about that, but that's why the other sphere bearers can't do anything similar. So, the question here becomes, what you gonna do, Hibiki? Does hope still remain, or is there only despair? That's why Evil Suzune is such a weird pervert. Exactly, that's exactly why Evil Suzune is a super dom. Because of that. And so, our choice is there is only despair or there is hope. And, like, fucking come on, how can you not pick Hope Still Remains? And the next stage is exactly the same, except for where you deploy and how long it takes for your super buff to come on. If you pick Only Despair, everybody was like, this sucks, we were all used, fuck, for like 3 turns and it's garbage. But if you pick Hope and Good Thing, then you have a good time. So what's the Z chips then, if everything was... No, the Z chips are the same thing, they're still crystallized human emotion. He just hasn't been sending them to anybody. He's just been fucking using them to do whatever. To do his big bullshit. But yeah, there is Hope. Just making sure I'm picking the right one. So, there is Hope. Hope still remains. He's like, nice! Knew it! Knew you had it in your kid! But obviously, no one on the team is particularly happy with this, like, sequence of events and being manipulated by this weird, creepy dude. And the more rational constituents don't expect to, yeah, so the more sensible parts of Yaddle Burnell are like, yeah, well, you're not going to accept my apology anyway, but remember this. All of them were bent on taking down the envoys, the end that justified the means. And then Hibiki says that what Burnell really wants is Ragnarok. He's like, whoa, jeez, get out this old cult maniac figuring it out. And then Becky's like, yeah, I mean, I'm the same. That's why he volunteered to be part of the fleet. And he's like, hell, anybody would if they'd read the final chapter of Metropolis. And so Roger asked Beck where he managed to read the final chapter of Metropolis, and Beck said that Angel showed him a copy. And he said it's a copy where the final chapter had been freshly edited. As in, the page was completely blank. It was a message from Gordon Rosewater that the future is in ZBlue's hands. And Yaddle was like, hell yeah, nice work, everything worked out okay. So, are you going to let the Yaddle hang out with you? Continue to fight against the envoys? Gonna let me hang out? Stay cool? And everybody's obviously mad as fuck. And so, Hibiki says, the mask. Put it on. You want me to put the HE thing back on? Yes, please. Alright! Puts his little dome back on. It's like, here we go then! And Hibiki boost ups and just punches the shit out of him, and he's like, there. Now I can use my boost up without my boost up and Jeet Kune Do without worrying about fucking murdering you. But did you? And then Koji's like, right, here we go, free reign, let's go, break out the baseball bats. So everybody else starts beating the shit out of him. Roger's like, well, I mean, it's not my usual way. Zero Callan, if you and Suzuku would do the honors for me? Absolutely. No, look. Right, here we go, a triple Inazuma kick. And then hallelujah, leave this to me, hallelujah, I got this one. Let's use all of our element powers. Hey Sylvia, you wanna go wild on this dude? Hell yeah! Let's go Shinji, we gotta teach this guy a lesson. Right. Just fucking making Shinji punch a guy. Hey Brera, you want one? Yep, I hate being controlled by shit. Hell yeah! Psychic energy attack! Listen to my song! And then, time to finish. Roger. But that's an armor magnum, even I! And then Camille. No, AG. But the whole Kiriko, please! And then Amuro says, this is the gun that defeated the anti-spiral, so I don't know. And it's like, nah, it's fine. I'll repair him if he gets all fucked up. But it's what you deserve for being such a shithead. But no, we don't have to look at his ugly, gross face ever again. He's gonna stay in the thing, and if he ever comes out, Kiriko will fucking murder him with the fucking anti-spiral god-murdering gun, because that's canon, remember? And that means that he can stay, but if he ever fucks up, like, oh, Shotaro, your Vicon. He's like, yeah, he's like, what are you doing with the Vicon? It's like, it's pretty clear. He's going to set Tetsujin on you, shithead. But, now, you keep on that AG mask so we don't have to look at your ugly fucking face. And he's like, oh, well, that's okay. I mean, I understand your position in this. So, he's going to get to stay. It's like, we trust Elgin. We don't trust much of the rest of you, though. He's like, well, that's fine. But if he steps out of line, Kiriko will murder him. But Trier, while this has been going on, has figured out how to use our stigma against the ones who engraved it. Because here in the Chaos Cosmos, the will of space actually works to her advantage, because Trier's fucking incredible. And with the other envoys, will be the one who presides over sympathy and sorrow. And Setsuko is like, oh wait, yeah, the lady. It's like, wait, you remember? And it's like, yeah, that lady we sensed when we first came here before, when we fought the guys. And maybe she's the one and only person who can help give all of this a happy ending. Mm-hmm. 12 days till everything's fucked. But yeah, so Suzune, not only the main character, also the final boss. Not bad, huh?